we are Africans. So we are doing business in the places where we live, where we grew up, that we understand the culture. I mean, as an aside, I do course consulting for senior business leaders of multinationals and global corporations. And what we do is we take them through consulting on business and culture in Africa, in Nigeria, and South Africa. Between myself and my colleagues, we cover several African countries. These are places we've done business, I mean, all our lives. I mean, I have been active in business for 25 years in Africa. I've experienced droughts, I've experienced famines, I've experienced boom seasons, I've experienced currency devaluations, I've experienced policy changes, etc. And we've done this in multiple African countries. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is we are people who have a track record of doing business in the continent. We understand the culture of doing business in the continent. We understand how the people think. We understand the strengths and also the weaknesses of doing business in the continent. And so it's not as though now I need to say we we don't want to sound immodest that we know it all. We plan for new things because culture is always changing. We do plan for new things, but we do agree that the social cultural risks are there. But when our partners join us to work in Africa, they are working with people who understand the social cultural um, issues and principles and things around Africa and are able to manage the risks accordingly. I'll give an example. In Nigeria, when we work in Nigeria, we take a community approach because some parts of the country where we worked with had issues of restiveness among communities. So communities would come out and stop projects and dismantle projects and attack projects. So when we went into one of those communities, for instance, the first thing we did was that we went to the chief of the community. We acquired the land. We did the business side of things. But on the social side of things, we went to the community. We spoke to the chief and we said, hey, we don't want to bring everybody from outside to come and build here. So we are going to reserve a certain percentage of opportunities for your community members in terms of skilled workforce, in terms of suppliers of products and services, etc. Then the chief allocated us some people. We worked with the youth. Of course, it always needs some management. You need people to be able to manage them. Initially, it used to be a bit tricky. Then we got to find each other and understand each other better. And so we went into that. Then the communities actually elected community members, one or two or three or five per family. They sent them to us. Most of them were greenhorns, and we trained them in building technologies and mechanisms. And some of those people actually are the best builders, or some among the best builders in the region today. They've grown because when you offer opportunities and training to people, they grow. um, Community members began to supply us. There was an incident where community members were taking advantage of getting automatic deals, and so they were making their products expensive, because they knew that this is our thing, like it or not. But so we went to the leaders and said, look, guys, if you don't give us good rates, we can't be competitive. If we are not competitive, the business is going to shut down. If the business shut down, you won't have supplies. The chiefs called meetings and told them, hey, stop that. Give them. These people have shown us that they are giving us business. Give them good deals. When they have social events in the community, they invite us. We attend. We share with them. Um, we become members of the community. So that was a strategy, that could fall under social cultural risk. And the one time there was an issue of unrest and community members tried to come near to, they didn't even interfere with what we do, but they came near to. It was the community leaders themselves who put a stop to it, and we've never had that kind of incident anymore. And we've done this model repeatedly in several communities, and we've discovered that it works. A model that empowers the community, not based on law or regulation, but by choice, works with the community to help the community to grow so that everybody grows profitably.